Have you ever wanted to truly understand why toxic masculinity exists? Have you ever wanted to get right down to the detail to understanding what is it that makes men predominantly exude toxic masculinity? How does it happen? How does it manifest and how does it work? And how do we come to a better, healthier understanding of masculinity so that we can deal with toxically masculine people and so that we, if we want to, can also exude healthy, wonderful, divine masculinity in our lives? I've got the answer and I'm excited to tell you. Check out this video. Hi there, wonderful people. Thank you so much for watching. It's Mark here from Not Defining, the place where we delve into gender expression, sexuality, mental health, relationships, and all those things so that we can understand ourselves better and come to a place where we feel great. So toxic masculinity is this thing a lot of us have heard about. We often talk a lot about toxic masculinity in the sense that it's a bad thing. And of course, it is. But today, I really want to talk about what it actually is, how it comes about, and actually how we can break free of it and confront it and move past it. So the general definition of toxic masculinity is a set of attitudes and ways of behaving stereotypically associated with men, which are regarded as having a negative impact on men and society as a whole. So that's an interesting definition there, because it says having a negative impact on men. A lot of the time we actually forget that although clearly toxic masculinity has a big negative impact on women, on LGBT people, on lots of people, it actually has a really negative impact on the men who are doing it and the men who are kind of subjected to it as well. So toxic masculinity, it's really bad news. It's a really low vibration for everyone. By the way, if you're interested in masculinity, I talk a lot about it on this site, so please click subscribe. I've got other videos coming out, and check out these videos here for more on that. Toxic masculinity is a form of masculine identity which rests upon the idea that in order to feel masculine in ourselves, we have to put down people who are not masculine or people who we see as not masculine. So this is where we come to misogyny, homophobia, transphobia, all of this, because men or masculine people, they think, okay, in order for myself to feel manly or confident in my masculinity, I've got to put down women. Yeah, women are less than, women are inferior, women are ridiculous, women are hysterical, women can't do things that men can do. Women need to be sexually submissive. Women need to be this, women need to be that. And with any identity, what you'll find is that if your identity rests upon putting somebody else down, that is a low vibration identity. Ultimately, what you're doing is you are seeking external validation from other people to affirm your own sense of self-worth. Okay? And that goes for any form of trait or identity. If you are looking for it outside, you're never going to feel it inside. Okay? This is really difficult because for a lot of men, masculine people growing up, we look to what other men are doing. yeah? And we're told that we got to fit in with them. Yeah, you got to be like the other guys. And so we look to what the other men are doing and we think, okay, well, I want to be like them. That's external validation. A lot of the time, you yourself will be put down by those other men. So those other men are telling you that you're not good enough as you are. So you get put down. So you want to fit in with them. So you put yourself down. So you feel bad inside. And so you maybe join in, you start putting them down. And then, of course, who's the easiest to put down of all? People who you see as different to you, people who you see as beneath you. And if the other men are putting down women, LGBT people, whoever it is, then you will definitely join in because you want to be in with them. You want to be in with the other men. Now, this starts a toxic cycle where everyone is trying to fit in with everybody else. And at the end of the day, nobody is feeling good about themselves. So how do we get the difference here? How do we kind of like pull ourselves out of this toxic masculinity? Well, what we need to do is we need to understand that masculinity comes from within, okay? Masculinity at its base is all about independence, right? It's all about autonomy. It's kind of about not caring what other people think. Yeah? If you think about all of the things that people say when they talk about masculinity, it's about being assertive. Yeah? It's about being somebody who is not needy, not dependent. Yeah? It's about someone who knows who they are, they're comfortable and confident in their own skin, and they're not afraid to say what they feel. Yeah? They are strong, they are brave, they are not afraid to stand up to someone. Yeah, all of these kind of things are really at the base of what we understand masculinity to be. And of course, those things are amazing traits. And the only way to get those things is to actually cut off from those people who are telling you that you're less than and actually become confident in yourself. But you can't do that if you're trying to be somebody else. You will always be their slave if you're trying to be someone else. You need to take the power away from those other men. Okay? Take the power away also from anyone else who you see as less than you, who you see as different, whatever. Just take it all away from every other person in your life and put that power into yourself and realize that you are your own version of man. You are perfect, you are valid, you are strong, you are independent, you are autonomous in your own self. Now that's scary, okay? Because we think, oh, I'm different, oh, I'm not man enough, oh, I'm not good enough. All of these things, these self-criticism come into our mind. It is our life's work to overcome those things. But that is masculinity, that is masculine confidence. That is power. Okay? Power is not putting someone else down. It's very easy. Doesn't make you feel good though. What makes you feel good is that scary thing of saying, I am valid in myself. I am man enough. I am masculine enough. I might not be the same as everyone else, but that doesn't matter. Yeah? That is healthy masculinity. Okay, and when you do that, you will realize that you have no need to put anyone else down. And actually, people will be drawn to you because when you love yourself, you will exude this amazing confidence and you won't need to engage in any toxic behaviors. For those of us who don't define as masculine, kind of the same concept applies. It's really, really easy. When we're dealing with toxic behaviors, we need to understand that we can take the power away from those toxic people. It's only when we believe that they have an effect on us that we get hurt or we get put down. You are not less than someone who is masculine. You are divine feminine, or you are divine in whatever identity you have. Take the power away and put it back in yourself. Okay? However you are valid. You don't have to answer to any other human being. Okay? So if you're dealing with toxic behavior, toxic men, whoever it is, understand that that is a very insecure person and that you are better than that. If they're dragging you down, then they're already beneath you. One of the truest things I've ever heard. Okay? So, toxic masculinity is about seeking external validation from other people. Healthy masculinity and healthy confidence is about knowing and being brave enough to believe that you are autonomous in your own self. And you don't need to listen to any nonsense from any toxic person. What do you think? Let me know. Have you experienced toxic masculinity? Have you identified some of those toxic behaviors in yourself? Would you like to know more about masculinity or femininity? Let me know. Please subscribe and share this video if you can. Thank you for listening, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.